or May. So 8 years, 11 months to pay off your mortgage. Extraordinary, extraordinary, extraordinary opportunity. Now, let's go into the next. You guys can comment here if you're getting this so far. I can see your questions. The next case study we're going to do is we are going to do one for someone who's buried in debt and doesn't have a mortgage only. This is going to be fun. By the way, remember that? $348,000 in interest you're burning. You have a choice. You can get smart, start using the system, and stop burning money. You don't even have to have a lot of cash flow. All right. So now we're going to go and do an example. We're going to put that $842 a month in credit. This person's got $34,000 in credit card debt, $7,000 auto loan, all this stuff. Now, let's go back to the other screen and go through the text example of consumer debt with your mortgage. All right, so here we go. Same thing. We're going to open a line of credit. Now, I have to do a little maneuvering for you, so it might take an extra month to open a line of credit versus someone who has a mortgage only. All right, we're going to make a lump sum payment to pay off as much as your consumer debt as possible, maxing out the line of credit. We're going to begin to use the line of credit just like your regular checking account and pay all your bills out of it. So instead of making the 25, by the way, you're not going to get a 25 grand line of credit if you have that much credit cards. It'll be 15 or 20,000. I'll make that adjustment on the case study. So, but instead of making the initial lump sum payment towards your mortgage, you're going to make the initial lump sum payment to pay off credit card debt, and I'll show you why, or auto loans or whatever. We're going to pay all of your expenses you can using one designated credit card, just like we said. We're going to make, like we did before, we're going to make a lump sum payment toward additional consumer debt equal to the amount of expense put on the credit card. So we're going to create that one-time float on your limited expenses and make an additional lump sum payment to other debt if all your consumer debt's not paid off yet. That's what I call a clearing. When I'm coaching you, we're going to go through this clearing period. We're going to clear out all your consumer debt first, pay off all your credit cards, auto loans, all that stuff. Wouldn't that feel great? I know for a lot of you, wow, just that alone. And we're going to clear all that stuff up first before we make those additional lump sum payments towards our mortgage, because those are your highest interest, highest payment items, and we're going to create a bunch of cash flow to be able to make additional lump sum payments towards your mortgage. So if you get a $20,000 line of credit, but you have way more than $20,000 in consumer debt, we got another, $4,200 we'll create and float coming out of nowhere. We're going to move any additional consumer debt to 0% credit cards. This has been a fun one. I thought about for almost 2 years what I was going to do, and I didn't know if I was going to come back or not and start coaching. And I accidentally started coaching a person, and that passion inside me just doesn't go away. When I seen what happened to them, I'm just like, this is crazy. We got to share this with America. And it took a lot of time for me to think it through. How am I going to do this? How am I going to remove? I've done this before, and people, radio shows and this big network and all this money crap and things got out of hand. I said, I'm not going to do it if it's about money. I want to do it to help people. And when I first said, hey, I'm going to do it for free, I thought I have to do it for free. I got to figure out how to give this away. Remove money as a barrier. Give it to everybody, anybody. We could change the country if we can do this. I didn't know how I'd do it. So I stopped thinking and started doing it, and miracles showed up. I'm not going to get into that. But it's amazing. People think the credit market shut down. They didn't shut down. In fact, I am shocked at how easy it is now. You just have to know how to navigate through it. And it's never going to be like it was before. Okay? You're not going to have a bunch of people with bad credit getting loans. But the good credit people are getting 0% cards. You just got to know which ones to go after based on your situation. You can't go into this blindly or you'll get turned down. And the approval rate's been high. I got a person from Wells Fargo Bank on the line right now. Now, you don't want to go applying for 0% cards at Wells Fargo Bank without being coached. But, I'm pretty sure we're 100% approval rate. But I wouldn't be sending someone to Wells Fargo Bank if I didn't pretty much know they're going to be approved. So I'm going to line you up with the banks that you will get approved for by looking at your complete profile. And there's money everywhere. You just got to know how to find it. That's what I'm good at. I know how to find the money. Now, we're going to move any additional debt to 0% credit cards, and we're going to pay them off before they come due. We're going to make lump sum payments towards your 0% credit cards and other consumer debt monthly that's accruing interest from your line of credit until they're paid off. Whatever credit is available on the line of credit is your monthly lump sum payment. I'll show you. Once your consumer debt's paid off, then what was moved to the line of credit will begin to make the lump sum payments towards your mortgage until it's paid off. All right, so now let's do this on this spreadsheet again. Let's go back.